talk about the new third and everything like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna tell you who the third is. Definitely not. That's gonna be an announcement. We gotta wait for that. So yeah, we're kind of chill on that, but we can talk about Yanya. Yeah, we can talk about Yanya for a second here. But yeah, everyone's, you guys are gonna wonder, like, why Yanya is no longer part of NRG. I think let's start it off with what happened at LAN. LAN was pretty good, actually. I'm like very surprised. I mean, obviously people were talking about us before we came. Like, our scrims were like not bad. I think like people kind of just like talk a little too much on like the social medias and stuff like that. But I mean, we were placing pretty decently. I mean, we kept getting like top 6, maybe top 5 in our scrims. And like, while that wasn't it wasn't like obviously top 3 or consistently first, like top 6 is like not terrible. It's not, really isn't. So we were going to the LAN, doing like pretty decent. And when we got to LAN, I mean, we just played really good. I mean, we got second place. We had a second, a fifth, a first, and a second. You know what I mean, in the group stages. And I, dude, like, fuck. You know what I mean? I was calling really well. Everyone was playing really well too. And then the finals happened. 2 teams on match point. Falcons is going survey, so they have an instant rotate going towards that side, and then Alliance literally can get God spot. Like, bro, like, tournament's over. Tournament is over. So regardless, I don't think we would have won the LAN, but you could always say, like, if we played better, maybe they wouldn't have been on match point as fast. Who knows? Yada yada. Doesn't matter. I think the only thing that we could have definitely improved on, I think game 1 was definitely like nerves in general as a team. So, we had a bad first game, but we could have actually, if we survived, we could have done the walk-in that we watched the team do, and they got like top 5. Game 2 would have been like at least like a 6 to 8 point game for us. And I would say the Truckaholics one, I mean, you never really know what's gonna happen there, but we could have ended off the tournament probably top 6 for sure. If we just, would we have been like fucking second place? Probably not. Like how Alliance was just playing really well. Maybe we could have been 3rd, could have been 4th, 5th, who knows? Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah, not like super like sad about what happened, like it does suck that obviously like not performing that well, but 12th for first time teaming was not bad. We dominated, we had a good performance, just had a bad last 6 games. Happens. Picking a new third, won't say who it is. The announcement will probably go out in a couple of days, so just be ready for that. Yeah, I'm still IGL. Yeah. I will say though, I was IGLing pretty fucking good. Like, I just want to put that out there. Like even Guild said it. He was saying like, dude, I fucking like opened up my third eye and went fucking like Doctor Strange mode. So for those who just fucking yap all the time, fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, New Orleans food ass. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. Not great. I think there are some things that are good, like seafood boil. I love me some seafood boiled in general. That was pretty good. Yeah. You're talking about the skydiving? I did not. I mean, that was my 6th time skydiving. So I'm actually gonna get my license. I'm gonna get my license, and definitely, yeah, I'm gonna get my license, and I'm gonna jump, and I'm gonna start doing some dive trails. You know what I'm saying? Fucking sky emotes. That'll be lit. Oh wait, I actually didn't even talk about why. Yeah, sorry. I only talked about what happened in LAN. Yeah. The reason. Oh yes. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah. We dropped Yanya. Yeah. And it's for a couple of reasons. The main thing is Yanya's really good. He's a really good player. when we asked him to do something and do like a play a role and stuff like that, he would always be like, yeah, like, you know, like I'm down, I'll do it, you know, stuff like that. But I think ultimately what we needed for the team was just like not his role, you know what I mean? And while it could make sense to be like, okay, well, why don't you put Yanya on the entry character and then you do this, right? And there's just a lot of things, right? So I think the first thing to start off is that like everyone is like a different IGL, right? You look at like people like Hawkes who IGLs from the back, and then you look at someone like Zero who IGLs from the front, you know what I mean? And then while, you know, I can IGL from the back, I do think the way I IGL is better from the front, you know what I mean? Like me being the person in the front, me being the entry character, me kind of like seeing it with my own eyes rather than, you know, being the one in the back and, you know, kind of doing that. And because of that, we have to force Yanya on a character like Newcastle, you know what I mean? Or, you know, the anchor character and stuff like that. And it's just like not his type of role as like a player, you know what I mean? Like everyone has like strong suits, you know what I mean? Like for someone like me, look for me example, I can be a support player, I can be an IGL, I can, you know, play fucking anchor, I can play entry, I can play fragger, I can do all these things. But like just because you can do something doesn't mean that it's the best thing for you as a player, you know? And we just believe that Yanya is best when he IGLs and when he entries. So yeah, I mean, like there's just like nothing else to that. Like we just think he would be better on a role where he IGLs and is a fragger, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like the same thing with me, right? I feel like I'm better at IGLing when I'm on that front character, you know what I mean? And it's just better to find and put, you know, a team together that just makes sense, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it, you know what I mean? Like there's no like hard feelings, there's none of that, you know? And yeah, so we were picking up somebody who fits in that slot a little bit better. And I mean, truthfully, like I think there's like always people who make comments about like teams don't ever stick together anymore and really work like, you know, hard to kind of like fine tune their teams. And while I do agree 100%, that's like a common thing. You also have to think about like we've been playing the game for so long. Back then, we didn't really know, you know what I mean? Like we play and we're kind of like doing this, doing that, and we're kind of just like hoping that a team would work out, right? You look at a super team, for example, right? I'll give 100 Thieves. We got Phony, we have Jen, we have Verholz, right? All three of them, are they truly like perfect together? They are really good players and they're going to perform really well, 100%. And like they got fourth place, you know, point proven. But like, does each and every single one of them fit into their role perfectly? You know what I mean? I'm not saying they aren't in any way, but it's just like you have to think about it of like, you know, is this person a really good fragger? Is this person a really good support? You know what I mean? Everything like that. And yeah, like when you kind of like look at teams now and you build teams, sometimes it like you hope to believe that it will work out, and then after playing for like a month or two, like you'll immediately know it's like, okay, well, it's not working, and that's why you swap. You know what I mean? That's why you swap. And you could brute force it 100%, but yeah, I mean, it's like esports is like real sports. You just have to like, you know, swap around, trade players, you know, build a different roster. Sometimes it has to do with just the skill level. Sometimes it has nothing to do with skill level. It could be literally just the synergy as a team. It could be literally like, you know, the vibes, everything, right? There's always those things that factor in, right? And that's why it's just like making a team is very hard, truly. Making it like a perfect team is really hard. Overall, you know, I'm hoping that this next new third is going to be better for the team, but at the end of the day, it could be worse. You know, never know. You never know. But I'm excited. We got 2 more months until EWC. And yeah, we have Pro League coming up soon, like restarting. We got probably in, I think it's like maybe like 15 days, 2 weeks. So yeah. In the end is still better than. You're funny, bro. How do you react to Yanya? I mean, he was fine about it. Like, that's the thing is that like we're all just very understanding people. We legitimately like I mean, like, to be honest, there's like not much you can really say in that situation, but I mean, he was very chill about it. I mean, it feels bad, don't get me wrong. Like I felt like shit, like genuinely. I feel I've never had to do that in my entire life, and it sucks. It really does, because it's just like we all want to win, like genuinely. Like I don't want to get second place. I don't, right? Getting second place, like obviously it's great and all, you know, and like obviously it's more money and shit like that, and like that's something that like, yeah, like if I'm not gonna get first, I'd much rather get second place than fucking 12th, right? But I want to get first. I want to win. No one on our team wants to get a fucking second place, third place. We want to get a fucking first. You know what I mean? So if we see an opportunity to change your team and fucking, you know, get closer at winning the thing, then I would take that. You know, and we all would, right? And like the prime example out there was like TSM, like when they were fucking 5x world champion, right? And TSM said, hey, you want to be our new third? You would drop every fucking thing in your fucking, you would drop your team, you literally ghost everybody to fucking join that team, because they were just arguably the number one team. You know what I mean? And like that was your closest way of winning a tournament. So I think that's like, you know, same thing now. It's like if you see an opportunity to get closer to winning, you're gonna take that chance. You know what I mean? And everyone understands. If they don't understand, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And that's what happened with legitimately my team. And after Germany, Waltzy literally left our team to go join Falcons. He literally said, shit, I get to play with two of the best players in the world fucking later. You know what I mean? And there's like I don't care. I just, you know what I mean? Like shit. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. Yeah, I hope Yanya finds a new team. He is good. I do think yeah, I mean, I feel like he definitely should try to find a team that speaks Spanish. I think that would be really good for him. But honestly, you know, even if it's not, then it's just like, you know, it would just make sense if he finds a team that speaks his language and not his secondary language. But I'm sure he can do both. Yeah, Walter betrayed us. That fucking bastard. It could have been us three. But took the cheap way out. Fucking bastard. He got the championship. If he left us and didn't get it, then he's even a double bastard. You know what I mean? No, he's just a slight bastard. You know what I'm saying? But the announcement is Waltzy's our new third. Imagine.